Well, now we're live.
Welcome to the CouncilCast.
You guys can hear that? That's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Yup. Your secretary was giving you the business.
Yeah, they could hear you. It's okay. I called you a secretary a few minutes ago. She's still laughing.
Welcome. This
man.
is episode 131, being recorded by not Brian's secretary on July 21st, 2020. The council's now in session, and as with every week, we'll make arbitrary decisions about topics on science, technology, and random shit with little background.
Random shit.
And absolutely no expertise. All CouncilCast decisions are final and have no bearing on anything whatsoever. So, we'll start off this evening with probably the toughest material known to man. A new material that has been developed as a material that apparently is harder to cut than diamond.
Well, diamonds are pretty easy to
Dimodium?
cut as long as you cut them the right way. So,
Sure. I mean, yeah, if you use the right tools.
Is it dimondium?
It is not dimodium. It is called Proteus.
Not dimodium. Dimondium.
It's called Proteus.
Proteus. Oh. Proteus. Oh.
But apparently these guys made a new metal that is actually lighter than, less dense than diamond, but is more difficult to cut than any other material. And apparently it's because it actually has part of its properties is it actually actively attacks and destroys your cutting implement as you are cutting.
Oh, so it's smart. Like is it because it's made with AI?
It might have been. It's possible. It's a smart material.
I like that.
Smart
about it.
material. Made of aluminum,
Aluminium. For our
metallic
British
foam.
listeners.
What is aluminum metallic foam?
I mean, it's exactly what it sounds like. Foam made of aluminum.
You know, is this a closed cell foam then? Or open cell foam?
I'd probably call it a closed.
Oh. Because if it was open cell, it might also be absorptive. That'd be cool.
Absorptive?
Yeah, you know. Absorb things. Sound. Maybe even you could put it on ceilings to absorb stuff.
I mean, you
Like
could
your
try. Yeah. Maybe you could use this to hold the mold in your ceiling.
Yeah. You could try.
You could absorb the mold, maybe. But it's closed cell, so it doesn't work that way. Nuts.
Probably not. No, so yeah, it is. They call it kind of like you said, an aluminum foam that's bound with or has a binder of ceramic dust. So as you cut into this thing, it actually says you can cut. You can kind of start a cut pretty easily, but as you start cutting the material, all of this ceramic dust kind of builds up and actually starts bogging down your cutting implement. So and it actually makes it harder. So the more you cut, the more it doesn't work.
So as you're cutting it, it knows to stop the blade and fight back. Does it feel pain though?
No.
Okay. I just don't like the idea of hurting it for no reason, just to prove that.
I think they just made a
the blade.
stronger metal so they didn't make a sentient being or anything like that. It doesn't think and reason.
That's not what Blaine just told me.
I
When
said
he
it was
said
Blaine-
it
Blaine
knows.
prefaced this
he
entire
said-
conversation with that we know nothing.
He said it knows that it's being cut and actively acts against that. So if it knows anything, therefore sentient. Sentient.
What about being shot? Does it know that
Sentient.
if you shoot the metal,
it
phone,
doesn't.
does it know that it's getting shot?
Maybe.
Sentient.
I mean, maybe it gets out of the way
That'd
if
be
it gets
interesting.
shot. I don't know.
Like what if we took it up against like a 60 caliber, something that the tank buster bullet. What if we take it up against a 60 caliber tank buster and shoot
It would win.
A chunk
it would
of-
beat the tank buster bullet.
Sentient.
1 inch
Sentient.
1 inch
Sentient.
titanium? Like, how would it respond versus 1 inch
Sentient. I
titanium?
can't say it.
That's what I want to know. Okay, well, this is cool. I like smart metals, so it's like a smart metal.
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you lead with that?
But- Only does one thing.
What's the the application?
They literally
Bank
have
vault.
no idea right now.
They put it on bank vaults, and then it's the plot device for my next movie. That's what this is. That is its purpose.
You know, the article talks about wanting to make a bike lock out of it, but I honestly don't think the researchers have any particular use case in mind yet.
Those old commercials, is it Master Lock commercials where they have the bike lock and they shoot it with a high-powered rifle, and then they pull on the lock and they say, "See, it didn't break." Have you seen these commercials? And then somebody
it's like a
later
BB gun
said,
that they shot it with.
somebody later said, "Yeah, that's great. You just take here are bolt cutters and cut the thing, and off it comes." You know, when shoots a lock with a high-powered rifle, they just use bolt cutters and cut them right off.
They call up the lockpicking lawyer, and he unlocks it with a Lego dude.
Yeah, a
Little
lot of people
lock-picking lawyer.
in the articles they do talk about mostly the only useful case or use for this material is like safes. So
There you go.
And plot devices for my next movie called Impossible Heist
there you go.
3.
Nice.
I've been doing Impossible Heist movie scripts. I haven't produced any of them, but I figure since this is the third one, I should just, people be confused about the backstories of all the characters.
Well,
I've invented.
at least you know to say
No.
the safe's been made, it is designed and built with Proteus metal, and then everyone in the room goes, "Ah."
That's
Yeah,
impossible.
there we go.
That's
There you
definitely
go.
one of the scenes.
Wait, what's the
definitely
name
one
of this metal?
Big-
Proteus?
Big long Proteus.
Probius.
Improbius.
Yes.
It's improbious.
No, he's encased in Proteus. He should be well preserved.
Yeah.
That's not the line.
It's not a carbon.
It's carbonite.
Carbonite. Yes. I give it a thumbs up. Why not? New material? Sure.
New material for my next movie. I like it.
Yeah, maybe they could use the new material to work on the next SpaceX Dragon capsule, because the new one that's in space right now is coming back to Earth August 2nd.
Whoa.
Ooh, did it break?
No,
That's good.
but it probably could do
Whoa.
better if it had Proteus metal in it.
Ooh,
This guy's coming back with polos on still.
Oh, definitely. Those guys only wear polos.
Polos and khakis. We're in
You know it.
space. Everyone else is wearing spacesuits, and we're wearing polos and khakis.
Yeah. They're the two astronauts from SpaceX are going to be returning August 2nd. They'll be leaving the space station on August 1st and hopefully make their way back to Earth.
That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Did they? Is there any news about their all the things that they were testing? Because they were testing a bunch of stuff, right? So that they could make it to Mars.
Sure, why not?
Goal.
Makes sense to me.
Did they test all of their things?
Sure. Yes,
You
absolutely.
didn't read the article either.
Cool.
Got it.
The article does not say anything about it, so
Let's see here. NASA's crew will return on August 2nd. Nice. The day before we close on our house.
Yep.
Nice.
I say thumbs up for
Nice.
Homecomings. I like that.
Ooh, Tom Cruise to
Ooh.
space.
Are they gonna have a homecoming dance?
probably not because of COVID.
Should have a homecoming day.
But if you're
There should be
lucky,
an under the water theme.
if you're lucky, you might be able to ask them to prom.
No.
Get it? Because they're gonna land in the water.
I was
Where are
thinking
they
more
landing?
of-
Underwater homecoming dance.
I was
No.
thinking more
Where
of
do
a
they land? Where do
over
they
the
land,
moon
land this
theme.
capsule?
Over the moon.
Over the moon.
Isn't that a little
theme.
on the
I am serious about
nose?
that. What? How does this thing land? Because
In the
don't the
water.
booster rockets? Oh, it does. Don't
Yeah.
the booster rockets just return right to the platform?
Yep.
Well, why
Now they
can't
do.
it just come down and land just like
Oh,
those?
you know, actually, that's a great idea. Why can't they have a rocket booster that just has no capsule on top, and they launch another one, and it like hooks up with it, and then it flies itself back to the landing pad?
That's a great idea.
I
Plus
like
pitch.
that idea.
That's my Elon Musk pitch. There you go.
Must be
Save
baby
it.
pitch.
Save it for the um yeah, I am thinking I'm trying to think of something pudding.
They
Pud
land in pudding, or they're just eating pudding while they're landing.
So they just land the same way they landed
moon rock.
eons ago with parachutes and just float down into the ocean. Is that the deal?
Yep.
Man, Muskie, come on, you can do better than that.
Well, you know, if you did want to try your hand and do better, you could buy Microsoft's Flight Simulator.
Yes.
And if you didn't feel like downloading it, you can buy it on DVD. It will take 10 DVDs to install the game, though.
What
Wait,
Goodness.
what?
country is this? Why? Why would you do that?
I don't know, but I can download a free game on an app on my phone and crash planes all I want. I can't land a simulator plane.
What game
I mean,
is
I
it?
can fly around a little bit, but I usually crash into the side of a mountain or into the ground or something. It's not good.
The game is Microsoft's new Flight Simulator, which is launching on August 18th. And
Is it called
Wait,
Flight of the
So this
Navigator?
isn't
90
my
gigabytes of
gosh.
data.
yeah, it's 90 gigs. So apparently,
Wow.
it
Which
takes
is
10
pretty
DVDs.
decent. I mean,
Where's Matt to tell us how much that is?
Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty game is like 200 gig if fully installed.
Oh yeah, it's certainly not unheard of. But do you go and buy the Call of Duty disc set so you can install it from DVDs?
That's the only way I prefer to install my anything.
Here,
Hey,
let me
20
check my my DVD player real quick.
20 DVD set for Call of Duty.
I actually have it in my computer, but it's not plugged in.
Yeah, this
I
week
have to pull out a disk drive the same way I
This-
have to pull out a VHS player to like. It's like, oh, let me go dust off my disk drive to play this
Wow.
DVD.
So the best part is that even if you buy the DVDs and install it, your computer still has to go and actually download the latest data for the maps anyway.
I bet you could play it offline.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Completely unnecessary. They've set this up the way that you'd expect Microsoft to set it up. Nice job, guys.
Whoa! Dave, did you know that the game's going to be available on Xbox Game Pass for PC on launch day?
Yes, but only the base version. You don't
So?
get the extra stuff.
It's a good way to get started, though.
So no flight attendants and stuff, or is that a
No.
DLC?
No,
No, they fired all of them due to COVID.
No.
what would the base be for simulator? The base would be
They've got like 5 or 6 high res and detailed
Here-
airports that they have that are popular.
Yeah, but you're not going to get out and walk around in them, are you?
No,
No,
but when you're
So the-
landing, they're more accurate and they're high res. Where everything else just pulls satellite telemetry,
Here's
and they're
my
not like
base-
major
the
airports
Microsoft-
either. They're
the base set is just a crop duster on a dirt runway, and all you're limited to be able to do is fly around and crop dust a couple of farms and then come back and land. That's all you're allowed to do.
I bet there is a crop duster in there.
Oh,
Remember
man.
that hotel that had the flight simulators in them? Was
No.
that in Japan or something?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what I'm wondering is, can I take these DVDs and upload all of the information to the flight simulator in this hotel in Japan, so that I have like all the controls at my disposal? Apparently,
So you
these are
just
the
want
only
like a
controls you need
HODA?
to fly.
I'm gonna need to get my joystick out to play this thing.
Joystick.
Standard
Why not just
edition.
pull out the whole cockpit?
Oh, okay. So standard edition comes with 20 planes and 30 airports, and deluxe comes with 25 planes, 35 airports, and premium has
Whoa.
30 planes and 40 airports.
Those are
Stop,
high
that's too
quality,
much.
like high res airports. You can still land in basically every airport that you want. It's just that those are the high res.
That's pretty cool.
That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
Well, I'm down.
Yeah, I give it a thumbs up, but thumbs down because of 10 DVDs. So
I agree.
10
Now, if I could get them on floppies, I would be sold.
This reminds me of when I bought the full creative design suite back when I was in college. I bought the entire thing, and it came in a package case like this of a ton of discs. I just literally just threw away the CS2, the entire design suite CS2 design suite package the other day. It was like 8 discs to install all of the programs.
nice.
I was like, this is not useful anymore.
This is that's awesome. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this game now. I'm ready. Thumbs up. Yeah. Well, you know what you probably don't need to have a flight simulator for is using digital car keys on your iOS device now to unlock your car.
How many cars support it right now?
1.
Oh no!
One.
Is
One
it a
car.
2012 Tiguan?
It's a BMW, isn't it? They're the
Yeah.
first that are implementing it.
Yeah, BMW is implementing it. They are going to eventually put it on all of their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, X5, X6, X7, X5M, X6M, or Z4 cars, manufactured after July 1st. So you'd have to buy a brand new car in order to get access to this, but if you want to buy a
So
new Beamer,
it's not
Totally
available
worth it.
for my 2012 Tiguan.
I could continue
Definitely
to
not.
use a key.
No, they don't have physical key locks.
I could actually still like use my current car where you touch
No.
the handle or use a key or whatever.
They're disabling
But
that.
or I could buy a brand new BMW so that I don't have to do that.
Yep.
So totally worth
You know
it to
what?
spend the money on
Though
the
I
car.
bet I could rig an app with an erector set and some software that I designed myself to do basically the same thing.
I'll bet you could.
That's your project for next week.
You have 1 week.
What is this?
Beep,
Type
boop,
one?
bop.
So what do you guys think about
You
this
all have
idea?
homework assignments.
I think it's pointless. I think it's unnecessary.
That's fair.
It's another
I
attack
think that it's
vector.
literally going to be the way that people unlock their cars from now on. So
It'll
until we
be
get to retinal scans, this is where we're going to do it.
for the next couple of years.
You know, that's a great point. Why don't they just put like the little fingerprint readers on your door handle, just like on your phone?
Musky bitch.
Uh,
What were you
Cut
saying,
off his
Dave?
fingers and steal his car.
I mean, we all know BMW drivers are already pieces of shit. So this is just gonna make them more entitled and think that they need to take up 4 parking spots in the.
Man, I'm glad you didn't say iPhone users or iWatch users are.
I thought that
Thanks
was
for singling
implied.
out the BMW part of that. That's a good thing.
I wonder. I mean, BMW don't come with blinkers. We already know that. They're just cosmetic.
You know, the only thing that I can see is like a lot more people are going to drop their phone because if people have to pull out their phone and tap it to their car, I mean, how often do you drop the keys if you're getting
Yeah,
your
but
keys
it
out to
said-
unlock your car?
It said that you could also do it on your watch.
Yeah, but what if
the
you don't
newer
have a
watch?
watch? What
Well,
if you
then
just
you're
have
gonna
an
There
buy
are
the
the
Apple
Apple
If you
Watches.
can
Of course
afford-
they have a watch.
If you can afford your BMW, I think you can get a phone and a watch that go together.
Actually, I hope that BMW sells it with a free Apple Watch. You buy the car,
There
you
you
get a free
go.
Apple Watch.
How
There you
many?
go.
We've got how many Apple users on the call right now?
Apple
2.
How many Apple Watches do we have on the call right now?
2.
2.
Exactly.
Good point. Well made.
Fair enough.
Slap the wrist and walk away.
I think maybe Dave, you mentioned just having more attack vectors to unlock this car. I mean, I think that is a pretty serious thing that, I'm not sure. I hope that they have it implemented better than what we've seen in the past on some of these types of things. So
I think it's a bad idea. I mean, a retina scan or voice activated or something like that would be way better than tapping something on your
Is
phone
it
or
actually
your
tap? I thought it
watch.
was like a cellular connection back to the car where you could hit the app and it unlocks from like anywhere.
no, it says to use it, you simply tap the iPhone against the vehicle's door handle to gain entry. And then you have to place the device on the central Qi charger and hit the ignition button to turn it on.
So is it like an NFC
Remember the girl
built
who-
into the door?
Yes, that is, yes.
Okay,
Remember
so
the
you
girl
can do
who
it
just
through
got
your.
the RFID just stuck in her arm?
Yeah, just like that, just like the Tesla girl, yeah.
You could do it
Unnecessary.
through your pocket. Like you could just bump your hip to the door and unlock it.
Possibly. But then you'd still have to take your phone out to put it on the charger to start your car.
You could.
Actually, now that you have to put the phone somewhere, this is a thumbs down for me. This is, I think, dumb. Just go back to regular car keys.
Or like for our car, you just touch the handle and it opens. I mean, what's so terrible about that? You have to have the keys with you, but it's a bad idea.
I think that this is a great idea because it finally gives me yet another wonderful use for my amazing Apple products that have no issues ever.
Like you're lagging right now.
Ever. I'm exporting something. Sorry.
Is that Apple Internet that you're using, Silas?
Yes, Apple Internet.
Apple Internet.
Oh, does
You know,
the Flight
gin and
Simulator have
spearmint tastes
VR?
great.
Oh, that would be AI, wouldn't it? Apple Internet.
There you go. Apple Internet powered by AI. Oh,
So it's
yeah.
powered by itself.
Yes.
Scary stuff right there.
Well, can your iPhone allow you to play your Screams on an infinite loop in Iceland? Probably.
Yes.
What?
Well, apparently that's what you can
Yeah.
do now. Have you ever been so frustrated you just scream at your phone and wish that it was played somewhere where nobody can hear it?
No.
That answers the question. Next topic.
Well, now you can. So
No, you can't.
Tell me more about this app.
so apparently
So if you
Iceland.
scream into the woods.
Yeah. I definitely can hear echo, I think, coming from Silas now.
Sorry, I'll turn it down.
He might be hard of hearing over there.
Hey, have our viewers had any questions?
I haven't even checked.
No.
That's why we don't
I'm-
have any
I'm on here
viewers. 'Cause
watching and-
everybody leaves because their questions don't get answered.
Nobody.
I don't understand
Nobody's
this. I don't know
asking
why I would feel so inclined to want to scream and have it repeated that I would do this and go to Iceland. I mean, that just
Well, I don't. So, I mean, is it just like playing all the time? Like, if you go to this spot, is it just like screams for forever? Or
I
must
don't
be.
know.
They're into some really
somebody
weird
take all
art
of
there,
these?
so probably there is a scream exhibit, and you can go just listen to the screams. There's a good possibility of that.
I wouldn't.
It sounds
doubt
like
it.
it's
I
like
wonder-
something you can just do. Like you go there
the
and plug in your
screens-
phone and
I can go just to the woods over yonder and scream, and it's the same thing.
I don't know if I would want to.
I think that
I don't want to live by one of these speakers.
Judenfloger, East Iceland, or other locations throughout the country that the site selects for you will be blasted from speakers outside. Happy screening. Yeah, outside to literally no one. If they put a speaker, there are several places that we drove by that was like, they could put a speaker right down there by the ocean and literally no one would ever hear those screams because the
So then
waves are
would
just
there
crashing
actually
so
be any
loud.
noise? There's
Say what?
nobody there to hear the screams. Are they actually being played?
I don't want to upset all of our Iceland viewers, but that's just stupid. I apologize to everyone in Iceland.
Well, yeah, you know what? I give them a thumbs up for trying. Why not? I guess we got to
Thumbs
get
up for
tourists
Iceland.
somehow.
I thumbs up because it's a beautiful place, but that's just a stupid thing. So sorry.
I think this just solidifies the viewpoint that we all think that Iceland and North Dakota are the same thing. Population of 10. One of them's a goat. But
No, I've been to Iceland, man.
I've been to North
there's
Dakota.
more people in Iceland than North Dakota.
Probably.
I didn't see anybody.
Yes.
I didn't see anybody when I was in North Dakota. I don't know that.
I about said that I've been to North Dakota, but then I realized nope, I haven't. I've been to South Dakota.
They got puffins there, man. Iceland's crazy.
Puffins?
They got waterfalls and puffins.
Puffins.
Yeah.
Little.
Huh.
Well, can
Little
puffins shoot poop out over 4 feet from them?
Projectile pooping.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're flying while they poop, probably.
Is that really the next article?
Yes.
It is the explosive
This
physics
is
of
random
pooping penguins.
shit.
This
I'm
is
breaking. I'm breaking from calculations. I'm gonna pull this up. What is this?
So this is the penguins apparently have
Penguins?
such explosive poop that they can shoot poo over 4 feet.
Which
All
type
right.
of
Which
penguin?
one of us? Which among us cannot do that? Come on.
Penguins.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna try later.
The explosive
I mean-
diarrhea comes right out of the rear of the penguins.
Oh my gosh, this is okay. This is great. If you search it, this is awesome.
Why are the diagrams? These diagrams
You know?
are just like line charts with a penguin standing on a box with velocity and like hocus pocus, like silly math stuff. Y, x-axis, just in case you're confused. This is how far the poop can go. Apparently, if
You
you
know
put them up
that-
on a box, they can poop farther.
Honestly, this should be a T-shirt.
You know, the best part is that this apparently earned the authors a 2005 Ig Nobel Nobel Prize.
Oh my
Are
word!
you
In
kidding
fluid
me? I want
dynamics.
to put this diagram on a shirt. Who said that? That's a great shirt.
The diagram
If you
and then the
search
caption.
it-
The caption needs
if
to
you
say what's
search
the
it,
top. The explosive
there are
physics
YouTube
of pooping
videos.
penguins.
You need to
Oh my
link one of these videos.
Oh my god.
You know, maybe we should sell that. Maybe we should make the shirt and sell it on our website. If you want a
Oh
penguin
my
pooping
God.
shirt, go to councilcast.org.
I like that this drawing also has a very rudimentary digestive tract built into it.
Just a tube from the mouth to the butt.
Did you know you can see penguins poop from space? Oh my god. This is on National Geographic.
Link it.
Dude,
I need to see
dude.
this.
Excellent job on the random shit this week.
Nailed it.
Gosh.
Thumbs up for
I'll
pooping
have to-
penguins.
Just
Nice.
Google penguin poop. I'm
So-
on 2 different devices. Just Google penguin poop.
So the next best part is that they said their future area of research is that they did not look at the hydrodynamics of feces in the air or in the stomach, which is left for them to work on later. So if you want to find out more about how poop flows through a penguin in the air, pay attention. We'll cover
Who
it on the
doesn't?
CouncilCast.
There's an aerial view of the first video, and it's like you see these like lines just out all over the place from each penguin that's just sitting around on the ground. They're
Didn't
just,
we
like,
do one
bending
about
over.
penguin poop?
Yeah, we
emitting
did.
a laughing gas.
Yeah.
This
Can-
just
can
seems
I-
to be a reoccurring
Logan,
theme.
link the video.
I said just Google it, man. I'm on 2 different devices.
Well,
You
you
want me
know,
to pull it up and just put it up in front of the screen for you?
there you go. You know, I give them a thumbs up for doing good research.
I don't know.
Thumbs up.
They got a Nobel Peace Prize, or they got a Nobel Prize, or whatever it is for
Yep.
this.
For fluid dynamics.
Look, penguins poop. Nice job, scientists. Thumbs up.
All right. Well, you know, I think we're gonna move on to our Elon Musk pitches for the evening. Then, again, I think
Shall we?
mine is I'll steal my one from earlier, where I think that SpaceX should come up with rockets where they can actually launch the booster. So it launches the spacecraft to start with, it lands, then it relaunches itself to catch the returning spacecraft, and then lands again.
That's a great idea.
Landing with parachutes in the water, I mean, that's so like 10, 15, 50 years ago.
Yeah, that's like the 50s. Come on.
We can do better. I
Parachute.
mean,
Come
they're
on.
We
landing,
can do
they're
better.
landing
We
boosters
can do
all
better.
over the time. So
Yep.
I think they can figure this out. Catch the rocket, catch the
I like it.
spacecraft, land back home.
Like it.
That'd be like one hell of a ride.
Cool.
All right, who else has a pitch?
I have a couple pitches, actually.
Well, save one for later.
No. These are too good to pass. We can't wait.
All right.
We'll donate mine.
Start with the education one you told me earlier.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, kids are not, they're being denied the actual experience of being in the classroom. And so since
in
they
Iowa.
have to do the virtual learning, I thought that would be good if they had scratch and sniff grade cards. So they get their grade card and they can scratch it and sniff, so they know, you know, what, they get the real sense of their grade. So if they have an A and they scratch it, it smells like, you know, apple pie, because that's an A. And if they get a B and they scratch it, well, that's a B, so it smells like honey, because a B is a really good thing. C, scratch that, it's going to smell like stale air, maybe. I don't know. Maybe something just, you know, kind of
Cantaloupe.
staley. And then a D would be dirt, but not like any normal dirt that's just been fertilized. And then an F would smell like, you know, the F word.
Farts.
Farts.
Farts. Yes. Good guess.
So yes, okay, gotcha. A
Okay.
equals apple pie.
I don't know what the F's actually. I have a feeling that farts is not what you were thinking.
No, that was what I was thinking. What were you
I'm
thinking?
gonna watch this.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what it actually was.
Oh my
'cause
god.
Okay. All right. So that's the first idea. And then the second idea is really more of a real idea. So you go to the bathroom and you got your phone and someone calls you and you answer and it's all echoey and people are like, "Are you in the bathroom?" Right? And it's
Yeah.
embarrassing. So I want a toilet button icon program I can have on my phone. So when I sit down to go to the bathroom, I can just push that toilet button, and then when I pick up the phone and answer it, it doesn't sound like I'm in the bathroom at all.
Hey, now that is a useful idea.
They can still hear you pooping.
No, actually, that's a great idea. Maybe it should actually play a different sound for the people who you're calling, so that like it incorporates the sound of your poop falling into the bowl, and so it's just like built into the background noise. And they're like, somebody's like, "Oh, what's going on?" And you're like, "No, I'm just tossing rocks in the river. Don't
There you
worry
go.
about it."
Tossing rocks in the river.
That's
wherever I heard that
literally
one.
what I call it every time I go to take
Oh,
a
is that what
dump.
we're calling it now? Tossing rocks in the river? Anyway.
I need more fiber in my diet. That's what my doctor says.
Tossing,
Call it tossing rocks in the
tossing
river.
rocks in the river.
Wouldn't that be more like you need? Never mind. It sounds more like a sewage pump going into the river.
You know, if you picked all these penguins up from their pooping
Penguins?
site, it'd be quite penguins. It'd be quite an artistic little. What is all of this like? Like they just have their nests and they keep walking around the circle in their nests and they just poop away from their nests. So their nest, they've got this little circle and there's like lines going all the way out.
So exactly what do you want Elon to do about that?
Yeah,
They're
what's
pooping
your
on
pitch
each other
there?
too. This is disgusting.
I want him
What
to
pitch?
use penguins to propel a rocket into space with their
That's
their
a great
nitrous
idea.
oxide poop.
Use penguins
what-
to launch rockets.
No,
Penguin.
Intel briefs. That was my pitch. Intel
Oh,
It's a
briefs.
that's right.
5,000 penguin rocket. 5,000 penguins
You
in the
stand
base
up-
of this
Is
thing
it
getting ready to
tech
poop
briefs
all
or
over.
You're
Intel
going poop?
briefs?
No, tech briefs. That's what they're called. Tech briefs.
Okay.
You pull them down, and inside there's a screen. Like when you pull them down, there's just a touch screen, so you can just like read stuff as you're sitting there.
Touch screen, huh?
How don't you accidentally? Then you could literally accidentally butt dial somebody.
No, it's not a phone.
Oh,
It's just an internet usage device.
All right. Is this flexible or just like a rigid screen? You're like walking around, there's just a large rectangle in front of you.
It's got to be flexible. What are we
All right.
talking about, man?
All right,
It's got to be flexible.
flexible.
It can talk to you too, and like measure your waist size and stuff.
Tell
So
you
it's
how
kind of
fat
like a
you've
smart
gotten.
screen.
There you go. Tell you how fat
Yeah.
you are.
Tell you how fat you are. Got you.
It should have some kind of sassy like AI. In no way polite.
And it talks to you when you're on the toilet, right?
Yes, absolutely it does.
Maybe you can combine this with Brian's idea, and it like plays the background sounds.
No,
for
it's
your
got to say
toilet
weird
button.
things like John, where'd you get that wart, man? You gotta get that thing taken care of. Do you want me to send you a couple of links on? Say you go to a public bathroom and sit down, and all of a sudden,
Actually, maybe that's even the better option. Is there's a toilet button in Brian's idea, but there's also the tech briefs button, and it replays sounds like a secretary is talking to you.
yeah, there we go.
Well, you could take my idea and expand upon it and just call it alibi. And there's a button and you push it and you can just pick different. You have to buy different like backgrounds. Like where am I
DLC.
at?
Hmm.
Oh, I'm not at work. I had to go wherever. And you just push that button and then that's what you're hearing in the background.
I like it.
I'm
Or
at a
like you
train,
could have
I'm in a
bar
taxi,
sound.
we don't-
I'm at work, I'm at a ball game, I mean whatever it is. And just
We don't want
alibi.
my idea to be misconstrued for its use. It should be for like astronauts and things, right? Like,
Obviously.
analysis
Obviously.
type underwear to make sure they're staying safe and healthy and not getting weird genital warts or anything.
All right. Who else has a
All
pitch?
right.
Who else has a
I donated mine to Brian.
All right. Actually, I'll just move yours. I'll say courtesy Brian.
There you go.
I've got a pitch for Elon.
Pitch it.
Okay.
What I would like from Elon. I want a new drug. One
want
that won't
drugs?
make me sick. One that won't make me crash my car or make me feel
3 feet thick.
3 feet thick. I want a new drug. One that won't hurt my head. One that won't make my mouth too dry or make my eyes too red. One
What
that
does this
won't
drug
make me
do?
nervous. Wondering what to do. One, Blaine, that makes me feel the way I feel when I'm with you.
Mm.
Uh,
When
sing
I'm
it, Yui.
alone with you.
thumbs up.
I wanna try.
Yeah, I'm not sure how to capture that one. I'm just gonna say once drugs.
Perfect. Nailed it.
All right, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and call this council meeting adjourned. Thank you, everybody, for listening.
Good meeting, everyone.
We record this podcast live Tuesday nights on YouTube at some random time from some random location. But if you did like what you saw and want to check out all of our past episodes, you can go to councilcast.org, check out iTunes, or your favorite podcatcher. If you have a topic you would like the council's decision on, you can email us at councilcast@gmail.com or connect with us on Twitter at RealCouncilCast. And if you want one of the pooping penguin shirts, let us know. We'll make them up. Thanks for listening.
We're taking pre-orders now.
Send us your cash or money check to councilcast@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.